Hi everyone, good morning. It's right now it's 5:54 a.m. Friday morning, July 31st, 2026, and just a quick update on my book. I've structured it and I just finished doing the audio for chapter 4. So we've got chapter let's go to part 1. So we're in part 1. Part 1 is completed. Okay, so we have 6 parts to the book so far, and the first 4 chapters are done, and I just finished doing chapter 4, building a martial virtue. That was a tough chapter to do, and very excited about it. So just finished doing the audio. It's up, and I know a couple of you have already reached out to me saying that you've read the first chapter already, and some of you guys were excited about the audio, so thank you so much about that. But what I've wanted to do is just let you guys know that all the chapters are now put into parts, so the book will be in different parts. That's where we stand right now, and 6 parts is where we are, and part 2 is going to be about the philosophy. Part 1's the roots of it, and then the philosophy is part 2. Part 3 is building the martial art virtue, and so I think that's what I have there, right? Let me see what it says there. Yep, the martial artist, building the martial artist, and then part 4 is the warrior's journey. That journey, and you'll see when you look at the chapters, we're talking about some of the concepts, the principles of Tang Soo, Moo Duk Kwan, the Ship Samse, the Moo Duk song. Talking about breaking boards, and one of my favorite things I loved doing, and I don't do it too much anymore because of just maintaining my bones, because that as not as durable as they were before. And then anyway, it's a lot of fun. One of my favorite chapters. One step sparring, talking about one of the things that we did in that we do in Tang Soo Moo Duk Kwan, free sparring, self defense, just the warrior's journey. And then part 5 talks about martial arts, but beyond the technique, about teaching others, being an instructor and passing on the knowledge, being a leader and leading the way, and not so much saying, hey guys, go this way, but by example, just living your life. And then chapter 24 is all about humility. And then chapter 25, you can see perseverance. Chapter 26 is failure, which is your greatest teacher, and constant never. That's going to be one of the most your greatest teachers, really. And then chapter 27 is about this black belt myth, the myth of the black belt, and I have some stories to tell you about that. I'm sure those of you that have been around for a while have stories as well. And then part 6 right now is just living strong, right? Being a martial artist at home, everywhere, being the martial artist in your community. And then chapter 30 is going to talk about my journey in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as I work towards being a martial artist on the mats, on my back, and lessons that I learned applying the concepts and principles that I learned in Tang Soo Moo Duk Kwan in real time on the mats. And that's a beautiful, I can't wait to share that with you. And then chapter 31 is just talking about living strong every day, a day to day. Again, martial virtue every day. Being a martial artist is every day. It's not just on the mats. And we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to wrap up the book, chapter 32, about just a lifetime journey. And I'm on that journey, 65 years old, and I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life continuing being on this journey and going towards mastery. And I'll say it all the time, mastery is just simply staying on the path. So a lifetime journey. So that's what we've got so far, and I do have it released that every 7 days a chapter will be released. The moment you come on in, you'll have access to all these everything here from the project, the introduction to it, the audio, about the audio. I share about the audio. So everything is here available as soon as you come on in, okay? And then chapter 1. You start with chapter 1, and then 7 days later, you'll have access to chapter 2. And that's how we're going to work it out. Now, if you want the book, an autographed copy of my book, let me know. And let me know in this. Just click this here and write in. Just let me know how you want an autographed copy of it and when it comes out. And it's scheduled to be published in February 2027. And let me see. And my goal is to publish it in March 2027. Okay, and the final chapter, I'm looking to have it complete. Chapter 32, the last one done in February 2027. So that my plan is to do a chapter every week. So I'm right on track so far. And I'm trying to keep myself ahead of it in case something happens. Maybe I get sick or for whatever reason. I'm trying to give myself maybe a 2-week grace period. So I will do maybe 2 or 3 chapters ahead so that I have that time. But my goal is to have this book published and available in 2027 March. Okay, guys. Anyway, that's the update. And hey, yeah, go to strongonschool.com. If you're not a member, get there and then get in on this book. And I'll give you guys updates. So other than that, guys, have an amazing day.